Well, well, well. NFL Week 14, I cannot believe we are already here. It's really insane how fast the season goes. And then the games start to get a little more predictable. I wasn't right in everything that I said, but I was on quite a bit. Today we're going to talk about reaction to NFL Week 14 of the 2024-2025 season. We already talked a lot about Green Bay and Detroit. That was probably one of the best Thursday night football games I've seen in a long time. First game we see here, Dolphins-Jets. Amazing matchup here because not only do you have divisional rivals, you also have two teams with something to prove, with the Dolphins really trying to vie for a playoff spot. So, I'm going to be honest. Again, worst NFL podcast ever. I spend most of the day not being able to watch football. Definitely a big family day. Also looking at houses, so that's its own beast. If you are looking for a house right now, God bless you. The market is absolutely crazy. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull up the Jets-Dolphins game, the highlights. I just want to see kind of what happened here. Just get a sense of how the game went. I think the live reaction aspect of it is good. There are some games I watched. I caught a lot of the Vikings-Falcons game and the Sunday Night Football game. But despite having Josh Allen and Puka Nacua on my fantasy team, I did not really watch that game. I caught the tail end of it where the Bills kind of blew it for themselves, having to use their timeout. But that's kind of how it goes. I mean, when you run a QB sneak with not a lot of time left. But okay, we got the Jets Dolphins matchup here. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead. Kind of get a sense of... And we already got an ad for eggs. Hey, man, eggs are expensive, dude. I want to do the carnivore diet, but my wife is not a fan of... she won't let me buy eggs. She's not a fan of the price. She just won't let me buy eggs. Or steak, really. But okay, on to football. Stuff you guys actually care about. So, basically going into the second quarter, Miami's up 9-3. Third and 14, we got Aaron Rodgers here. Motion. Makes a decent pass to, I believe that's Conklin. Yep. To Conklin here. They're going for it on fourth down. This Jets offense is so talented, talent-wise, but oh my gosh. Then you got Garrett Wilson making a great play on 4th and 4 here. Okay, they're really starting to drive down the field. And they get in the end zone with Braylon Allen. They go up 10-9. Tua's always got that quick pass game. And they start driving down the field. Kick a field goal, make it 12-10. Holy cow, is this what I'm seeing here? Okay, so we got 3rd and 9 before halftime. Jets are in the red zone. Amazing pass to Braylon Allen. It looks like it skips off the ground. Oh, but there's a penalty either way. 30-yard attempt. Jets go up 13-12 before halftime. But hey, the Dolphins got the star power. They're going to drive. Jalen Waddle's really been putting on lately. He's not playing around. Dolphins kick a field goal before the end of the half. Go up 15-13 with 2 seconds left. Aaron Rodgers has still got a cannon. Garrett Wilson's wide open. That should have been a touchdown, but he's out next to the sideline. Jets go up 20-15. Wow, they got a lot of ads on here. This is crazy. All this over a highlight video. These guys must be making bank off their ads. It's crazy. And another one. Holy cow. All right, well, let's talk about some ads here. Some ads. Let's talk about my ads. Sponsored by ads. But yeah, either way, it looks like, Aaron Rodgers didn't have that many touchdowns. Tyreek, how many fantasy points did he have? Wow. Tyreek must have went off. Yeah, he really did. There's a lot of talk about him retiring, but I don't know if that's necessarily it. I think he wants to leave the Dolphins. I think if he's not in it for the championship, he's not in it. It's hard to leave a team like the Chiefs. It's just hard to believe the Jets aren't a better team, The fact that they're in it with, the Dolphins, who are a talented team despite their record. I mean, you lose Tua, and that's a big part. You lose your starting quarterback. As much as people want to hate on Tua, at the end of the day, he's their guy. And there's a reason for that. He is playing well. He was very efficient today. And they were able to pull it off, I believe, in overtime. Let's pull it up here. Yeah, the highlight videos might not be the best way to go, honestly. They're good for the reaction, but, if I have to pause every single time, this might not be the move. It might not be. But that's okay. We'll work around it. Okay, well, the Dolphins were down 23-21 in the red zone here. Score a touchdown. 9 minutes left. But okay, the Dolphins are down 3 with 52 seconds left, 26-23. They get a really good return. Dude blows over the kicker. Crazy. 52 yards from, I think Jason Sanders. 52 yards. Drills it. Wow, that's a huge kick. Really amazing. The fact that they're even able to come back. The Jets, man, 3-10. That's crazy. You got a lot of talent, but you got a lot of older talent too. The Jets are a weird roster. We should talk a little bit about at some point here what I would do if I was, rebuilding the Jets, or how I would handle the offseason in 2025 for the Jets. I would love to talk about that. Jonnu Smith has been such a big pickup for the Dolphins. He's the perfect kind of guy for them. Run after the catch tight end. Perfect kind of guy. Really amazing. Yeah, my wife picked him up in fantasy, and he's just going off. He's not playing around. Ever since Tua came back, holy cow. Tua just gets that ball out so fast. It's hard to beat, man. It's really hard to beat. His release is so fast. It's so smooth. He's on fire, man. This is going to be a hard offense to stop. A lot of teams better hope these Dolphins don't make the playoffs. Jonnu Smith for the game-winning touchdown. Wow. Maybe it is worth it watching these highlight videos. Yeah, Jonnu Smith just went off. And he ain't ashamed of it. He only had 3 catches for 44 yards, but those were pivotal catches. Oh, yeah, my wife was like, oh, yeah, he didn't do anything till literally overtime. And I thought she was just being dramatic. But no. Husband of the year over here. Okay, a little more where I don't have to watch the highlights on. Okay, I was wrong about the Falcons-Vikings game. I thought Kirk Cousins was going to come in and cook the Vikings. And my dad and I were talking about it a little bit. At the beginning of the game, it was looking like it was going to be kind of scary. Thankfully, we pulled away in the fourth quarter. We had, a great finish to the game. But to me, it was set up for the Vikings to lose. Because whenever it's someone they should totally beat, or whenever they're the favorites, they always find a way to lose. They always do. Like, I think of people like Cooper Rush when he cooked us on, I believe it was Sunday Night Football. It was on primetime TV. Or the Giants when we were 12-4 and we lost in the first round. Things like that. The Vikings tend to do that. So when Kirk Cousins, their former quarterback, who's leading the league in the interceptions, they're on a 3-game losing streak. He's coming home. We're the favorites. Well, we were favored by 6 points. That's a lot of points in the NFL to be favored by. So, I mean, maybe not a lot, but it's definitely up there. Because I'm looking at Philadelphia, they were favored by 14. But either way, you're favored pretty heavily. So I thought it was just a trap game for us. But no, the Vikings played really well. I'm going to pull up the box score here. Sam Darnold had 5 touchdowns. Insane. 22 for 28. I don't know how much I should credit Sam Darnold or how much I should credit Kevin O'Connell. It should be a little bit of both. But in the offseason, Sam Darnold is getting the bag, man. He's getting some money from somebody. It might not be the Vikings. It might be the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings should sign him long term. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, really what needs to happen is, how we're going to see him in the playoffs. That's going to be the big thing. I've seen a lot more grit out of him than I thought I would see. So we have to see how far he takes us into the playoffs. I mean, if he brings us to the Super Bowl, I'm thinking like 2 years, max contract, fully guaranteed. JJ can sit a little bit. Sam Darnold's still pretty young. Maybe, I don't know. If he brings you to at least a Super Bowl, or if he wins you a Super Bowl, I don't know. That's a good problem to have. It's a hard situation to be in, but that is a good problem to have. But yeah, even Kirk, I mean, he had 2 interceptions, but 23 of 37, 344. He's still getting a lot of yards. Bijan's doing his thing against a really good run defense in the Vikings. Jordan Addison went absolutely off. And that's the beautiful thing about having Jordan Addison. I mean, him and JJ went off. But having someone like Jordan Addison makes a huge difference. Because when JJ's getting double, triple teamed, double covered, triple covered, having someone like Jordan Addison is a headache. And you got TJ Hawkinson, and you got Aaron Jones. And I don't know what Kevin O'Connell's infatuation with Cam Akers is, but man, he really likes him. And he comes in, he does good sometimes. I mean, 7.4 yards a carry, we'll take that all day. But we really didn't run the ball a lot, and we still had, Aaron Jones, 13 carries, 5.6 yards a carry. You'll take that all day. Their defense just could not hold up with us. And then Kirk throwing interceptions is not going to help. But Sam Darnold was sacked 4 times, but he had 347 yards and 5 touchdowns. You'll take that all day. All day. Not much I have else to add there, but Saints-Giants, definitely an interesting game. Hard one to pick a little bit, but the Giants are the bottom of the barrel. They're worse than the Panthers. They're worse than the Bears for sure. They are the absolute bottom. I would say they're worse than the Jaguars. I think we'd have to really compare, but I think they're worse than the Jaguars. Derek Carr had a very average game, below average game. Kamara with 2.6 yards a carry. Yikes. Big yikes. Just an ugly game. But the box score I don't think really says a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and react. Saints versus Giants here. Just pulling it up here. The Saints and the Giants have done a lot to the Vikings, and I can't say that I like either team. But while this ad is running, I'm going to pull up NFL standings again, see where we're at. Because the Jags just won. They just beat the Titans, so that has real implications of what's going on here with the draft order. Has real implications. So I'm excited. I mean, this is where everybody's putting up or shutting up. Okay, the Raiders are technically the worst team in the league. Okay. Or are they? Hold on. Okay, it is the Raiders. Okay. So the Raiders would have the top pick. Giants would have 2. Panthers 3. Browns 4. The Browns are probably better than roster-wise than a lot of these teams. I mean, even the Jags have a lot of talented people. Raiders, Giants. I just feel bad for the Raiders, man. What? Don't get Shedeur. Do not get Shedeur. It's not going to be worth it. I think Tom Brady's going to know that it's not worth it. But okay, we got Saints and Giants here. It's just a matter of what. Is it Mark Davis? I think it is. The owner of the Raiders. I can't remember his first. I think it's Mark, his first name. But, or maybe that's his dad or his grandpa, whoever it was. But I think Tom Brady will influence him a lot, especially because he said, well, we traded Devontae Adams for Tom Brady, which is kind of stupid to say. But if you're talking about you're actually going to listen to what he has to say, then that's a good thing. Still does not equate, but if you're going to listen to him, then okay. We're going to listen to him, and I don't know if Tom Brady's going to say Shedeur is that great, but we'll see. I know we talked a little bit about him on the podcast a couple episodes ago. There's certain things that I don't love about his game, certain things I do, but again, we'll get into that as we go. But okay, Saints, Giants here. We're starting at 3rd and 15. Giants already are backed up, consistently putting themselves in this position all season. Drew Lock's kind of scrambling around. He's got really nowhere to go. But, hey, he runs for the first down. Gets it. Drew Lock's a talented guy. I really liked him coming out of the draft. I wouldn't have drafted him. I don't think in the first round. I don't think I had a grade on him. That was kind of back when I didn't do grades as much. But definitely a super talented guy. The fact that he looks like Buzz Lightyear is hilarious. That's another thing. Okay, they're sending blitz. 4th and 8, they're going for it. Holy cow. And they're throwing a flag here. Probably holding. This Giants team is just a mess. Yeah, there's no way the GM and the coach are getting through this. There's no way. How can you just completely bottom out like this? You're not showing any signs. You have a talented defensive line, but they should be playing a lot better. It doesn't. This is what doesn't make sense to me. If you invested, I guess hear me out. I'm gonna verbal process this and think this through, or verbally think this through. If I want to invest most of my premium resources in the best position group of my team is going to be the defensive line in a 4-3 scheme, basically. Maybe a little bit of a multiple front. But I have a defensive coordinator who's known for blitzing. That doesn't make any sense because when you're a team that's a 4-3 or even a 3-4, right? If you're built on, I'm not talking about creative blitzes, certain things like that. I'm talking about if you're known for having blitz-heavy percentages and you're going to invest premium capital into your defensive line, why wouldn't you run, say, something like San Francisco has run over the years? You're going to run cover 3. You're going to run cover 2. You're going to run quarters and create a shell for the defense. It's going to be hard to have the long passing game, or even if you have coverage linebackers or a nickel that can cover underneath. And then you're going to let your 4 guys just rush the quarterback because they're more talented than everybody. They have a lot more control of the game because they're your most paid position group. But you're almost going to offset that by rushing people. And it's like, well, if you're rushing a bunch of extra people, then you either your position group isn't as talented as you think they are, or you're misusing your whole defense because why blitz when you have all that talent? Or if you're going to blitz, then why invest all those resources in the defensive line? That's what doesn't make sense to me. So here we go. New York Giants again. Derek Carr, I never know how to feel about him. I think he's a good quarterback. Okay, Saints missed the field goal. Giants got it 3rd and 2, basically at the 50-yard line. Just bad, man. Drew Lock's running for his dang life. And they've invested so much in the offensive line, and they still just can't get it done. And, like, at the end of the day, that's coaching then. Or bad picks. But I think they've had some pretty good picks. I really liked Andrew Thomas coming out. I really liked, what's his name? Out of Alabama, their right tackle. I liked him, too. Pretty sure I like their center, too. Like, they have some real guys. You can argue that it takes time to become a good offensive lineman in the league, especially physically. But I don't know. I don't think you can sit here and say that, like, they've been coached well. Derek Carr's just dropping dimes to Juwan Johnson. But the Giants, I mean, they're doing what bad teams do. They're missing a lot of tackles. You know, they can't pass block. They can't do anything. Their offense is horrid. Their defense is okay, but it should be a lot better. You know, Kamara didn't do a lot yards per carry, but here we go, 10-yard rush in the red zone. And if you're a team like the Giants with the kind of talent you have on offense, if the other team scores 21 points, you have no chance of winning that game. If they have like even a below average defense, unless their defense is like horrid, you have no chance of winning that game. So, okay, you're already down 7-0 start of the second quarter. The odds of you winning this game already are low because your offense can't do anything. Malik Neighbors out there running for his life, trying to make plays. Drew Lock had a great throw. You know, 3rd and 9 gets sacked. He's a sitting duck out there. Absolute sitting duck. Okay, then we got a 43-yard field goal. Makes it. Graham Gano, solid. Solid kicker. 7-3. Okay, this is going to be this kind of game. Okay, they do a fake punt. Do they get it? It's close. On 4th and 3, the Saints do a fake punt. Oh, Giants stopped them short of the first down. 3rd and 4. Saints make a good play on Malik Neighbors. He didn't have anything on it. Was that Kool-Aid? I think that was Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kamara always gets those checkdowns, makes good run after the play or run after the catch plays. Okay, we've gone about. I'm skipping to like the middle of the 3rd quarter. Still 7-3. Giants just made a play on defense. I mean, yeah, I like these kind of games, but I think when people can't even pass block, it's just so frustrating to watch. Because you're just watching someone get utterly dominated for 60 minutes, 60 minutes of football, but 3 hours. Just absolutely dominated. Nobody wants to watch that. And that's why I have such a hard time with college football, because half the time someone's just getting cooked. It's just not as fun. I know some crazy things can happen if you get the right game, for sure, but yeah, a lot of times, yikes. Just yikes. Okay, we're getting to the end of the third quarter. Oof. Good catch by 87 on the Saints, one-handed on the out post. Post towards the sideline. Touchdown, Juwan Johnson. 14-3. 14-3 in the fourth quarter. I can already guarantee that the Giants aren't winning this game. I don't even need to watch the rest. They go for the 2-point conversion after they score. Nothing. Oh, wow, they did get it. Malik Neighbors makes a really great play off a deflection. But how can you trust the Giants to make any kind of contribution on offense? You just can't. And you've got an offensive head coach. And I think that's the thing that's most concerning. You got an offensive head coach who can't really do anything with his offense, and then you have a defensive coordinator that doesn't really seem to fit the system or the roster construction. It just doesn't seem to work. It's all out of whack. It really is. Then you got 3rd and 9. Drew Lock's running for his life. Dude can't get anything off. Okay, we got 1:20 left. Drew Lock, check down. They get to the 40-yard line. They're only down 3. No timeouts. You got 2-minute drill here. 3rd and 10 already. 54 seconds. Try to throw it to Wan'Dale Robinson. Nothing. Wants the flag. 4th and 10. Drew Lock steps back. Rushes up the middle. He's just going to run it because what else can you do? Wow, makes a great play. Runs it to, like the 38-yard line. 35. Okay, 40 seconds. Malik Neighbors. Okay. Makes some great plays. They're at the 11-yard line. They're going to spike it, I assume. Yep. 3rd and 15. You're going for it. Hucking that ball there out of bounds. Did they? Okay. 35-yard field goal by Graham Gano. Do not tell me that he missed this game and lost it. It got blocked. Oh my gosh. It got blocked. Oh, this little kid's buried his face in his hat. Just blocked, yeah. Brian Breezy. Yeah, I mean, Giants fans, that's what team can't execute. I'm not surprised. How can you even be heartbroken by that? You're 2-10 at that point against a 4-8 team. And all these problems are showing up. I don't know how you can be surprised. I just don't know how you can be surprised. I'm not. But how many games do we got here? Because I'm already a half hour in. This is crazy. How many games am I in? So for a total, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12 is Monday Night Football. Okay, so I've reacted to 1, 2, 3. Okay, I still got 3 more. Okay, this is perfect. So maybe I'll do half the week on Monday, the other half for Tuesday. That's fine with me. Okay, so next up here, we've got Carolina, Philadelphia. The Eagles win 22-16. Okay, I mean, they were 14-point favorites, so the Panthers beat the spread. Bryce Young, 19 to 34, 191, a touchdown, interception. Jalen Hurts, 14 to 21, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chuba's got 92 yards, 3.5 a carry. Saquon, 6.2 yards. Adam Thielen's doing his thing. Never doubted the man, just didn't want to pay him the money he wanted. A.J. Brown, 4 catches, 43 yards. I saw he was complaining after the game, saying we need to get better at throwing the football. And yes. Yes, you do. Because 108 yards passing is not good. However, a dub is a dub, A.J. Brown. A dub is a dub, A.J. Honestly. What can you really ask for at the end of the day? But let's pull this up. Panthers versus Eagles. Let's do it. A.J. Brown's like on the thumbnail. That's funny. Why we got this ad going here? Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. Shout out to him, man. I like Chuba. I got him on my fantasy team. He's just a solid dude. I'm so glad he got an extension because I feel like when he was sitting behind Christian McCaffrey, he'd always do a pretty good job. He kind of slimmed down, and you can tell it's definitely helped him. So, I don't even know if he slimmed down, but maybe just because his name was Chuba. I was like, oh, this chubby guy. That goes to show my intelligence. Okay, Panthers, Eagles. Okay, Chuba. Okay, we got 3rd and 10 pretty early in the game for the Panthers. Bryce Young makes a solid throw. Receiver just gets lit up. Just lit up. Xavier Legette. Okay, I thought, bro, you got to be tougher than this. You got to be ready for that. Not a great area to put him in, but Bryce Young's making throws like that, like skinny posts, college all day. Kenneth Gainwell, hilarious last name for a running back. Okay. Hey, man, the Panthers secondary, talent-wise, if I remember, ain't the worst secondary out there. Chuba's out. Yeah, Chuba definitely slimmed down. Definitely did. Hey, Bryce Young, it's not pretty sometimes, that ball, but it's getting there now. He's starting to look like college Bryce Young. And obviously, he's not going to dominate the league, but he's doing the right things. You can tell it's clicking in his brain. But again, when he came out, I said he needs a lot of stars around him. It needs to be like a Tua Dolphins situation. And even then, he's probably not as good as Tua. So, it's good that he's clicking, right? Sounds like they're not going to give up on him, which I don't know if I would. Again, I don't know. We'd have to look at the quarterbacks more in the off season, but I don't know. There might be some quarterbacks that I'd probably take over Bryce Young, but sounds like they don't want to get rid of him. He's been playing decent. They're getting there. Ooh, great throw. Bryce Young to Adam Thielen down the sideline. Didn't lead him as much, but great ball placement between the safety and the corner. Zone coverage here. 4th and 7, Eddie Pinheiro kicks the field goal. It's good. Go up 3-0 against the Eagles in Philadelphia. Okay, Saquon. Yeah, clearly, I think we talked about this last week. It's just, I should have known. I really didn't think I obviously think Saquon is great, but I didn't think they'd use him this much. But clearly, they wouldn't have felt the need to get him and pay him the way he did unless they didn't need him. And clearly, you can see that they rely on him a lot. And if he's not healthy, this is not the same Eagles team. This is not Super Bowl. If Saquon is not healthy, the Eagles are not winning the Super Bowl. It's as simple as that. And even if he is healthy, I don't know if I'd make him the favorite. I don't know if I would. So it's rough out here. And the Eagles are really good. I just think they need a little bit of some of their younger guys to get some more experience. And I think Jalen Hurts is holding him back too. I hate to say that because I like Jalen Hurts. Adam Thielen's out here just being Adam Thielen. One of the most underrated receivers I've ever seen. Such a good wide receiver. He just gets it. He knows how to play the game. And he makes such clutch plays. Bryce Young tripping down. Basically has to pitch it to Chuba. 4th and goal. Panthers are down 3-7. I think I missed talking about the touchdown for the Eagles. But okay. Tremble. They get in for the touchdown. Go up 10-7 with 4 minutes. Tommy Tremble. Let's go. Okay, 3 minutes. Down 3 against the Panthers. This ain't looking good. 3rd and 7. Misses his tight end. Overthrows. Or that might have been the really tall wide receiver. Out of Texas, I think it was. Ooh, Bryce Young, ugly pick. Didn't see the safety, or safety made a good play. Try to fit it in there too much. Because what down was it? 2nd and 8. Was it 2nd and 8? Let me see here. Hold on. 3rd and 3. Okay, still though. Okay, crossing route's not open. Okay, it wasn't the worst read. It was just a bad throw. Bad ball placement. Tough throw. Might have been just better to just throw it out. Or throw it. Yeah, I mean, either way, it had to go further towards the sideline on the out route, but he threw it too far in. Safety just ate it up. I don't even think A.J. Brown's hating on the passing game because he's not getting the ball. I just think it's like, dude, they definitely need to do better if they want to win. But who knows? You never know. 42 seconds left. Eagles trying to drive. They're on the 12-yard line. Down 3 points. A.J. Brown with the catch. Gets them down to about the 5. 18 seconds left. Oh, A.J. Brown was wide open. But luckily they got Devonta Smith. He totally missed A.J. Brown on a slant. It's kind of a pick route. But, hey, you got the touchdown, right? You got the touchdown. He'll take it all day. We got ads here, so excuse me for the breaks. Plus that Domingo song from SNL is like stuck in my head, and I cannot stop singing it. Where he's like, we both are daddies. I hope my wife doesn't have a Domingo, you know? Worst fear ever. It's from Miami. All right, back to football. Still, Saquon is just, oh my gosh. He literally looks like Penn State Saquon. He looks like he's on another level physically, man. It's scary. But the Eagles they are relying on it. 3rd and 4, Panthers get a sack in the second half. 52-yard attempt for Jake Elliott. He's been hit or miss lately. And he missed. Ooh, he missed pretty bad. Yikes. You ain't going to last very long. You keep missing kicks in Philadelphia. I'll say that. Ooh, great throw by Bryce Young. Running to the right to Adam Thielen. Great throw. I think their head coach is really helping because he seems like he really knows what he's doing with quarterbacks. I mean, Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield. I think that was it. Bryce Young with the jump shot. He literally had to jump to get that ball to him. But hey, whatever you got to do for Chuba, right? Get that ball out. Jump over your offensive lineman. I don't care as long as the ball is there. 4th and 2. Down 4. Panthers in the red zone. Ooh, off the deflection, Adam Thielen makes a catch. Oh my gosh. Adam Thielen's hand-eye coordination is insane. Chuba Hubbard with a touchdown. Let's go. This Panthers team is good, man. They're no joke. Oh, their kicker misses the extra point. Wide left, dude. Come on. Can't be missing kicks when you're... I mean, this team's obviously way better than you. Okay, there's 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. At this point, Jalen Hurts is 9 for 15 for 70 yards and a touchdown. Crazy. Give the ball to Saquon anyway. Gets like a 20-yard run. That's fine. If I'm an Eagles fan, I don't feel super confident in this team. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's Jalen. I don't know. But there's just something about this team. Maybe it's the scheme. There's just something about them that I wouldn't trust. But okay. They come back with a touchdown by Grant Calcaterra. Okay, 2-point conversion. They're up 4. Give it to Saquon. Makes insane cuts. They go up 6. Kind of unnecessary, I feel like. But, whatever. No, actually, that makes sense. Because if they went for 2, they'd be up by... Yeah, I think that makes sense. Adam Thielen with another clutch catch. This point, okay, 10-21 in the fourth quarter. Bryce Young's 14 for 21, 128, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Okay, he's making some good throws. And he's basically playing like the way he did when he came out of the draft. Makes a great juke on somebody. Hezzy's on somebody. Crosses him up. You can tell he's in his element. They're doing stuff he's comfortable with. And he's able to play within the offense. He never should have been drafted first overall. Bryce Young should have been drafted like late first, maybe middle of the first round. And then maybe you get rid of your quarterback who's average. You're paying him too much money. You pay a bunch of other people. Bryce Young comes in. You can try to win that way. I don't think he should have never been taken first overall. It was a disservice to him and the team. Panthers made a huge mistake taking him first overall. And I don't think that's a bad thing to say. He's still a good player. It's when you're taken first overall, there's so much that comes with it. And if you know that, maybe they didn't know, but if you know that player cannot live up to that expectation of being able to carry a franchise on your back no matter what happens, no grace, you better make sure they have the talent to do it. And Bryce Young never had the talent to do it. And that's the unfortunate. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the unfortunate thing, but there's nothing wrong with that. He's a good player. Okay, Jalen's at least making good throws. They just can't seem. The Panthers are holding their own. Eagles got 3rd and 13, up 6 with about 3 minutes left. Panthers get a huge stop. Okay, Panthers got the ball at their own 1-yard line, 2:45 left. Bryce Young's juking people out. Got to get it out, dude. Oh, he lets it go. What a pass. Shrugging people off. What a pass. He's laughing it off. He's losing his sleeve of his shirt. He ain't playing around, bro. That was a huge play. This is no joke defensive line either. And he ain't got a great offensive line. 4th and 7, clutch throw. Takes a hit. Takes 2 hits. Wow, dude. Bryce is playing. This is really good. 52 seconds left. 2nd and 4. Xavier Legette catches it. Where is he down? Somebody let him know. Not a catch? Oh, bro, he didn't catch it. Dude, that's not. Oh my gosh. I mean, it wasn't a perfect throw, but you got to catch that, bro. Okay, 3rd and 4. Bryce throws it away. Oh, they were so close to winning this game. 4th and 9. Bryce trying to do everything he can, scrambling around. Definitely buying himself time. Tries to make a throw a little behind him. Not a great throw. Wow. Hey, man, Bryce Young made some legit plays. Some legit plays, man. He is really an escape artist, and he can really extend the play. Yeah. Holy cow, dude. Oh, if Xavier Legette made that catch, I mean, we're talking about the Panthers beating them and doing a good job. Good for Bryce Young, man. Good for him. I mean, I know it's not a... I mean, we don't like moral victories in football, but hey, man, that was good. Eagles, man, Saquon goes down. This is over. This season is over. I'm literally going to tweet that right now. Hey, Eagles fans. If Saquon goes down, kiss the Super Bowl chances goodbye. Chances goodbye. Yeah, and Eagles fans are jerks. I remember one of the first videos I made, an Eagles fan told me not to quit my day job. I'm not surprised by these guys. But I think they know that. So they'll probably get really defensive about it. But it's true. There's no way they're even getting to the Super Bowl without Saquon. No chance. And I love being antagonistic with Eagles fans because they're so angry about everything. It's hilarious. Okay. Cool. Next, we got Steelers-Browns. Let's pull this up. Steelers versus Browns. Let's pull this game up. I'm excited. I'm going to have to try to skip through this a little faster. We only got 10 minutes on this one. That's not too bad. But let's pull up, while we got ads here, let's pull up some of the stats. So Steelers were 6 points favorites even though they lost last time. But it didn't seem to matter. Box score, Jameis Winston's 24 for 41, 212, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Makes sense. It's Jameis. Russell Wilson's he's just winning the game. 15 for 26, 158, 2 touchdowns. George Pickens did not play in this game, which is interesting. Their leading receiver was Pat Freiermuth. 3 catches, 48 yards. Wow. How'd they run the ball? Yeah, Najee getting 3.3 yards a carry with a touchdown. Jalen Warren, solid. Russell Wilson. Yeah, this must have just been an ugly game that the Steelers decided to win. I guess decided. They just played their game and won. We'll see. But okay. Isn't it crazy that I accidentally skipped forward in this video and I tried to go back and I did to the start, and then what happened? They did 2 more ads. Isn't that ridiculous? Why am I starting to lose my voice all of a sudden? This is crazy. I think this is going to be the new rhythm. I think what I'm going to do, so usually there's 12 games or so. Oh, well, of course I figure out my rhythm right when the season's about to end. But either way, I mean, I started this podcast basically in the middle of the season. But, that's okay. So the rhythm is going to be, okay, Monday, you react to Sunday Night Football and the other games. Well, maybe not Sunday Night Football. Some of those, probably the first 6 games, Tuesday, the next 6. Then Wednesday, we talk about Thursday night football. Thursday's random Thursdays. Friday, we talk about Thursday night football again. Going to the games for the week. That sounds good to me. Okay. Steelers are 9-3. Gotta love the Steelers field, man. It's classic. But no, you can tell by how hard they're playing. There is no love lost in this game. Browns and Steelers do not like each other. But that black and gold, man, it's real nice. Najee's out here actually looking athletic. He looks more in shape. It's just his vision always hasn't been the greatest. He kind of dances when he shouldn't. Whoa, weird pass by Russell. Weird pass. But, hey, man. Okay, we're up 3-0, 9:30 left in the first quarter. Do not discount the Steelers as legit Super Bowl contenders. I would not discount them. I don't know about you guys. My favorite team's not in the AFC, but if they were, I would not want to see the Steelers in the playoffs. It wouldn't matter if I'm the Chiefs. Actually, I definitely wouldn't want to if I'm the Chiefs, because the Steelers will be okay with playing the ugly one-score game. And if I'm the Bills and I feel like this is my season, I do not want it to get stopped by the Steelers, which could be a real thing. And they really could end up playing each other. It's going to be a hard game. This defensive line is stacked. And Jameis Winston does not care. He's out here just ripping it. The great thing about Jameis Winston is that it does not matter who he is playing. He's going to play like with no fear at all. Just drops a dime to Jerry Jeudy. Running to the left on 3rd and 9. That's the beautiful thing about Jameis Winston. He does not care. He's going to play like he's the best player in the league. Like, dude's got all the faith in the world that he's going to dot people up. You got to love that about him. Oop, throws a bad interception on a screen pass. Maybe not terrible. The defensive lineman made a pretty good play, but wasn't the greatest placement. Definitely should have lobbed it more. Interception. Yeah, 7-3. Steelers are down. Screen to Pat Freiermuth. They're basically getting to the 5-yard line. It's at basically the beginning of the second quarter. Russell Wilson makes good moves here. Gets the first down. Russell's looking a little more in shape. He looks good in the black and silver. Or the black and silver, he's not a Raider. Black and gold, he looks good in it. He looks more in shape. Yeah, I don't think you can play for Mike Tomlin and not be in shape. Okay, Jameis throws it away on 3rd and 5. Steelers are up 10-7. About 8 minutes left. Let's see here. Wow, I only got like 7 minutes left. Yikes, I got to speed through this. Okay, we're going to speed through this a little bit. 13-7. Oh, and we get an ad. Okay, cool. Let us see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's really even that much to talk about in this game. I mean, it seems like the Steelers kind of handled them. Okay, but let's see here. Box score. Wait, no, we want summary. Yeah, because the Steelers, there was no scoring in the fourth quarter. The third quarter is where they really pulled away. Browns didn't really score again until the fourth quarter. But yeah, okay. Mike Williams making a little bit of plays here. I really want Roman Wilson to go out there and start playing. Is he on IR? Is he even playing? Roman Wilson's so good, dude. Yeah, because Austin's out there. Pat Freiermuth with the touchdown. Seems to be handling, Steelers are finally coming into their own and just handling business. At this point, Jameis is still just trying to fight, but they're down. Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from this is one, does not matter. Okay, Jameis throws a pick. Jameis does not care who he's playing. He could be playing Satan himself, and that boy's still going to have all the faith in the world. He's going to win that game. And, yeah. So Jameis is going to play the way Jameis wants to play no matter what's going on. And the Steelers are finally handling business and not letting bad teams beat them, even if they're the Browns. Okay, so we're going to go into Ravens and Buccaneers for the last game of this episode. So we got, let's pull it up here. I'm losing my voice, man. Too much yelling today. Exciting day. Okay, well, it looks like interesting game. Bucks go up 14-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, Raiders go 10-0. Third quarter, nobody scores. Bucks score 14-3. More than likely, there was a turnover, but we got the box score here. Aiden O'Connell was 11-19, 104 at an interception. I know that he went out like in an air cast, just kind of it was a late hit, but it didn't look that bad. Desmond Ridder, 12 of 18 for 100 yards. Basically what Desmond Ridder is going to do. Baker Mayfield with kind of a shaky game, 18 of 29, 295, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Kind of not like him to throw that many interceptions. Rachaad White with a solid game. Jalen McMillan, a lot of targets. Mike Evans doing his thing. Kind of spreading the ball out, you know? Okay, let's pull this up here. So the Bucks are 7-6 now. So let's see here. Division standings. Who's first in that division? Because it's not the Falcons anymore. Because the Vikings just handled that. It is the Bucks. Yeah. I mean, they're probably the best team. I mean, I don't know. Them in Atlanta, it's close. I mean, I think I'd rather see Atlanta in the playoffs than I would the Bucks. Baker might torch you. But Baker early in the first quarter, touchdown Jalen McMillan. Just dot. Great throw between the safety and the corner. Perfect timing. Get the touchdown. Raiders, I'm really excited to see them grow. I really hope they keep Antonio Pierce. I really do. I think he's worth it. But we will see. Come on, we got more ads here. Yikes. Okay, so what did the Raiders do on offense? Box score-wise. Sincere McCormick. Sincere is such a cool name. 15 carries, 78 yards for Sincere. Receiving, Michael Mayer, 7. See, the thing is, out of that draft, I had Michael Mayer as my top tight end. So the fact that they have Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers is nuts. But okay. Cade Otton just leaping people. Is that Cade Otton? I think so. The Guardian cap looks so dumb. Just don't even wear it, dude. Just accept the fact that this is a part of football or don't. Like, you're just wearing a dumb cap on your head. I don't care what scientists say. It's still stupid. Like, it's not going to be much better. That's my hot take. Rachaad White just punching it in to the... Is it Rashad? Yeah, punches it in. There we go. Gets the touchdown. The Raiders have some decent pieces moving forward. I mean, I think Brock Bowers can be your main guy. You can have Michael Mayer. You know, you've got Jacoby Myers. I just think you need a burner. You need more offensive line. You need a burner. You need a real quarterback. And yeah, you're golden. I mean, we'll see. But 2 tight ends has got to be the best thing for a young quarterback. 2 legit tight ends. I'm glad they shifted to, I think they have Scott Turner and Norv Turner, where they shifted to the 2 tight end sets. Really good for them. They should keep that moving here. Still making just silly 2-10 football team mistakes. Aiden O'Connell gets the touchdown on, I believe, the QB sneak here. Yep, on the QB sneak gets the touchdown. It's kind of skipping through this here. 14-10, 2 minutes left. The Bucs are driving. And we have an All-State ad. But, yeah, if I'm the Raiders, I mean, there are some good aspects of their team. I feel better about them than I probably do about the Giants. I mean, yeah. I feel like I can confidently say that, especially because they have Mason Crosby. He's kind of all over the place. He's either like, I'm a Raider for life, or I heard him say something like, the losing is tiring and this and that. I get it. But either you want to be a Raider for life or you don't. And you just kind of have to accept the reality of it and try your best every year. You got to accept a lot of it is out of your control. But it's amazing how quick people can turn on someone like Antonio Pierce. So I feel like they turned on him so quick here. But yeah, we're skipping ahead still. It's still 14-10. Still a close game. Baker's kind of running around doing a lot. Making some good plays. Good play on 3rd and 8. Mike Evans making plays. Okay, now the Raiders are down 21-10. I think it's pretty clear, the Raiders are just. I mean, I think that's all I really had to say about this game. I think the Raiders just need more time. I mean, their roster's just been depleted, man. That's what Belichick teams do. Belichick disciples do. They have good pieces. They just need more time. That's the most important part. And I think they've got some talented offensive weapons. They just need time. Give Antonio Pierce time. They will be a good team. That's kind of my last thought on it. Thank you for listening to Take What You Can. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. He died on the cross for your sins. He's shown me so much in my life. He's opened up my heart. The whole point of this is sharing that with you, and God has led me to do this podcast. I'm so grateful to anybody that listens. Don't forget to follow me on X, TWYCF on X, Take What You Can Football on X. I live tweet a lot of the bigger games and just try to engage with you guys. It's kind of the flip side to a long form. It's more of the short form. And I appreciate anyone who listens. I hope you take care, take what you can, and have a great day.